Hello guys, welcome to First Dimension. Today I'm planning to give a general idea of Pearson test of English aka PTE Academics exam. This is actually a pretty interesting exam because the whole exam is computer based, even marking and scoring as well. So from my point of view, we can call this as completely unbiased exam. So if you practice hard, learn tips and tricks, even with the general knowledge of English, you can really achieve high scores in this exam, including equivalent 8 band scores of IELTS. Actually, I'm going to do this as a series of videos where I'm going to briefly explain each task in the beginning of this series and then move to tips and tricks at the latter part of this series. So guys, if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please consider subscribing. So if I could reach more people and grow my channel as well. Okay, let's move to the content. As every other language exam, especially as IELTS, PTE Academic also check your core skills, speaking, writing, reading and listening. However, the main advantage is, as I mentioned previously, this exam is completely computer based. Therefore, this doesn't depend on people who mark your answers. So you could take the exam whenever, wherever you want, and the results still will be the same. Apart from that, the exam is 3 hours long and you have to face 20 different types of questions altogether. In each type, there will be several questions which vary from 2 to 12 according to the type. And the amount is predefined as you can see in this screen. Apart from that, if you need additional information, I'll link in the description where to find the text handbook. Please go through that also. Besides that, you are eligible to have optional break of 10 minutes after the reading section. You can take this or just ignore it and continue the exam. It's totally up to you. So moving to the sections, the first section is speaking section. In this section, you will be equipped with a headphone and the positioning of mic is really crucial here to score high in this section. There are 5 different questions under this section. Read aloud, repeat sentences, describe image, read a lecture and answer short questions. I'll be explaining each type in different videos because this is only an overview of the exam. Moving on, the next section is writing section, which consists only 2 types of questions, summarized written text and essays. So it's like this. If you get 3 summarized text, then you will be only having 1 essay to write. And if you get only 2 summarized text, then you have to face 2 essays to write. Also, there are different types of essays as well. As an example, you can see in this screen, agree disagree questions. So your answer should also vary according to the type of the essay you will get. Again, I'll do a separate video on this explaining types, how to answer, the structures and tips and tricks you need to know to score high in this section. The next is reading section, which also consists of 5 different types of questions. Out of these, we'll fill in blanks. Types are the most important types, which are responsible of nearly 50% of total reading scores. Moving on, the last section is listening. Here you have the most number of types, and out of these, write from dictation is the most important task because its scores are relevant for both listening and writing sections. In this section, you have to use my headphone as in the speaking section. Another thing to remember is you have to actually remain calm throughout the exam because as an example, if you miss 1 word in right from dictation, you will lose 1 mark directly because in right from dictation, it contains 1 mark for each correct word. Because of that, remaining calm is really necessary in this exam. Okay, that brings to the final section of this video, which is score report. Most of the time, you will receive the score report within 24 hours. Having said that, it will take maximum of 5 days to receive the score report. The report, apart from the scores of core skills, you will receive marks for enabling skills, which is really important to understand your strengths and weaknesses, especially if you are doing it in the second time. Okay guys, that's all from me today. Hope you guys got some idea of PTE Academics exam. And if you have any questions on it for the explanation, put it in the comment section below. And like our Facebook page, Break PTE, and share with your friends. So guys, see you in the other video. Cheers.